Hi everyone, can you guys hear me? Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me? Just checking if Mario is ready, or obviously Prince. Just waiting. I hope that you guys are doing okay in this time. I'm at home, chilling, working out, reading, cooking. Um, that's it. Normal stuff. Just checking if they're here. Toot, toot, toot. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. No, nobody. Oh, just have a beard. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. What are you guys doing? Chilling at home like everyone, respecting the rules. Let me see if they're ready. Ah,
No. Okay, okay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
How are you?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm good. I'm good.
Oh, by the
This,
way, I just wanted to let you know. You know, I'm still leading.
sorry?
You know, I'm still winning.
Waiting for what?
Remember well, Barcelona, the nutmeg competition.
No, but
Nah,
that wasn't
nah,
fair.
nah.
No, 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 no.
Am I winning or not?
You're winning, but that's not fair.
Ah, thank you. No,
That
I
wasn't. That
appreciate it.
wasn't fair. That wasn't fair.
Nothing is fair when you get nutmeg.
That
Nah,
wasn't
anyway.
fair. That wasn't fair at all. I swear.
Nah, hey, it is what it is, Mario. Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Now I remember this. Oh, I
Ah,
didn't
now
get
you
none.
remember.
I didn't get none like for many people, you know. And there was
Ah,
that one. That one. Oof. I still feel the pain. I swear.
no, hey, listen, let's talk about the real stuff. How are you, first and foremost?
How am I?
Yeah, yeah, how are you?
No, I'm good. I'm good. You know, I'm training. I stay home, of course, and to be honest, it's not easy, but
Yeah,
it's what it is. I hope it's gonna end soon. Yeah.
because you guys was one of the first country in Europe to have it really bad. How is it in Italy now?
Now it's getting. It looks like it's getting a little bit better, but still, uh, you know, they said that at the end of the month probably we can start to go out, but I doubt that, to be honest,
No?
because I doubt that. I don't know. I doubt that because obviously, if people start going out, it's gonna be more contagious because we don't know who has it,
Yeah.
who doesn't have it. You know, and I don't know. It looks. I don't know. It looks like there is not an end. That's the problem, and
No,
especially
it
you don't
will.
know.
Listen,
Maybe you ask a friend, and the friend has it, but he doesn't know, and then you
yeah,
get it, then it's a problem.
it's not an easy one. It will obviously go, but we need to respect the rules and make sure that we're all safe. And obviously, being around each other is not easy because some people might have it and they don't know that they have it. They don't have the symptoms. So
Exactly.
it's not an easy one, but it is what it is. We have to stay at home. Do you cook? So that's a no.
Nah, I can cook basic stuff, but not even good.
But why don't you take this time to learn how to cook? Maybe I know you kind of have speak a lot of languages, but do you like want to learn a new language, learn how to cook, or do something else? How do you occupy your day?
But to learn how to cook, to be honest, cooking is not my stuff. Like, it's not. I don't like it, to be honest, and it's not something
You don't
that.
like it,
Nah, nah. I don't like
but
it.
you like to eat.
I eat a lot of pasta, and
Yeah.
I love meat. Then I have some African dishes that I like jollof,
Ooh,
jollof
jollof rice.
rice. Oof, that's the best. And of course, I eat. I can eat vegetables, not a lot, but I eat vegetables, fish. But the best is for me is African, like jollof rice and pasta. I love
Do
pasta.
you do you uh do you like fufu?
Yeah, I like fufu, but fufu you can eat once every 3 weeks because it's heavier.
Oh, I know that. Do you hear me well?
Now, yes.
Because some people are complaining. Sorry, guys, I can't deal with technology. I can't control that. But I hear you well. Do you hear me well?
Yeah, now, yes.
Oh, okay, sorry about that, guys. I cannot control that. That's something that I cannot control. Listen, I wanted to ask you something. Obviously, you played in a lot of leagues. What is the best one that you played in?
The best team
No, the league.
or the best league are in England, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, England is the best. It's the best league for sure, 100%.
Why is that for you?
Because the football is amazing. The fans are amazing. The way they speak about football is amazing. So you go home, you can walk in the street. Of course, yeah, there are paparazzi and stuff, journalists, but it's more for the people. It's more, I don't know, the way they say hi and they leave is not like crazy. And for a footballer, I think England is the best place. Then, of course, I had problems for the food, for the weather, for the driving. I had a lot of problems for that. But then the football is amazing, to be honest. For a footballer, living in England is the best, I think.
Well,
But
I
you play
will.
in
I will
England,
have
you know
to.
better than me.
But yeah, no. Listen, every single league have their own way, their own charm, their own. But I say if you combine everything, the Premier League is the best. If you combine everything that you need, the Premier League is the best.
Yeah. No, me
And you
in the
know,
Premier League, I was good. Like, the Premier League was amazing. For me, I have only good memories there.
if I ask you one thing, another thing, not so much who was your best coach, but who was the coach that made you progress the most, that you improved the most under?
I can say two coach, they improved me a lot. And one is Mancini, of course, because it took me when I was young and crazy. and the other one that improved me a lot was Favre, Lucien Favre.
Oh,
That now
really?
is in Dortmund, in
Yeah,
Nice.
no, I know.
Improved me a lot.
When you guys were in Nice, huh?
Yeah, he was very good on this.
How
Like,
did you how did you like the French league?
the French league is good. It's very good. It's better than what people think, and it's more difficult than what people think. Because when I came back to Italy, everybody say, "Yeah, you scored," but it was France, and I was like, "Listen, France is not easy. I'm telling
It's
you, it's
physical, huh?
not." Oh my God! Normally I'm one of the biggest in the pitch, but in France,
Not in France.
I was so normal. Huh?
Not in France. No, you can't. It's a tough league. It's people think about defending a lot, not conceding goals. Like they're very pragmatic.
Yeah. When you
So
go to
yeah,
play,
it's not
when
an
you,
easy one.
when you play teams like Strasbourg, Caen, team like that, when you go to play in their stadium, whew, my friend, it's
No, it is
difficult.
not easy.
It's difficult. It's very difficult.
Tell me the story about Brescia. Why? I mean, I kind of know, but you always wanted to go back, right?
No, I was like, you know, I was thinking to do 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. I signed the contract, but then I was sure I wanted to do at least 1 year back home and stay home, stay close to my mom, stay close to my friends, in my city where I raised, and that was the idea. And then it's my city, of course. I'm proud to play here, but obviously, then for how the season went, it wasn't easy. But that was the decision why I went there. I wanted to stay home for a while.
Listen, it's never easy to go back home.
Nah,
You know, never easy. You know, you have your friend, expectation. People
exactly.
want so much from you. It's never easy. Never easy.
Nah, it's not easy at all. It's not easy at all.
If I ask you another one, what's the biggest thing you think that you changed in your game? Or you also, as you said, you were crazy before, so you're not crazy anymore.
Nah, I was crazy. I always say I was crazy, but that wasn't even crazy. I was young, you know. Everybody, when he's like 16, 17, they like to do things that people of 16 and 17 does, you know. Obviously, you're not man completely. You are a boy. So, you know, there in football there are a lot of expectation, a lot of rules, a lot of respect, and I've always been respectful, but I was always, you go out, they talk about you with girls and vacation, you go there, you go in the club, and I was doing all the things that all the people when they are 17, 18, they do, you know. But when you are a footballer, people have expectation from you, and you have to grow faster. That's the only thing that happened, and all the eyes were on me. So I always been. So the people always say, "Oh, Mario is doing this, Mario is doing that." But at the end, it was, I think, things that everybody at my age was doing. But obviously, the expectation on me was different because I was playing football. So, you know, when you are young, when you have to understand quick that you can't do things that other people do.
Yeah, no, I know.
And so that was the only difference, I think.
What about in the game? What did you change? What do you think you improved the most?
Um, I think tactically, I improved. I always
Tactically.
been, I always been so bad in tactic.
What do you mean?
I always been so bad, seriously, in tactic, and I still improving, and I think I've improved a lot on this. But
So,
really, it wasn't my thing, tactic. Seriously, I couldn't understand.
no. So,
Basic
what you're
stuff,
trying to
yes.
say
Basic stuff,
is that
yes, of course.
what you're trying to say is you were playing just off instinct, right? You were not
A
seeing other
lot,
stuff around.
yes, a lot.
Now you're playing with, oh, that guy moved there, wait. That guy, can he give me the ball? Maybe not. Let me wait a bit. So you're a bit more patient. You see the game a bit more.
I learn better to like choose the position, to see
Yeah.
the space. Before I was only instinct, you know, and I wasn't really thinking
But
about
that
it.
comes with time. It's the same as me at the very beginning. I remember I wanted to do everything so quick in the game, and I used to look at the clock and I'm like, it's only 12 minutes. I'm already tired. And then you
True.
learn, you play, you go to the right ball at the right time, you make the right movement, you know exactly where you start to see the space. It's different. It's normal. That's a normal thing. Best player that you played with,
Best player.
that you played with.
Wow. I
You played
can't.
with a lot.
I cannot say one because I play with a lot of best player. Like I can't say one, to be honest.
So tell me the one that uh, surprised you the most or shocked you the most? Maybe the way he was training, maybe the way he was playing. Maybe it wasn't the best, but surprised you the most.
I can say Tevez. Tevez surprised me a lot.
Really? Why?
The
His work ethic? The way he used to run?
the way he was working, the way he was pressing. He was like a striker but defender. It was unbelievable.
But the rule, we when I say we, I'm not anymore, but you are the first defender.
Yeah, that's true. But the way he was doing things, I never see any striker doing like this. He could press an entire defense by himself.
So listen, when I see you, because I would like to ask you, I always wanted to ask you that question actually, and I never had the time to do it. Do you
Me, I
do you
want to
feel
ask you a
pressure?
question after. Me, I want to ask you a
Do
question.
you feel pressure? Because it looks like you don't care. It looks like you don't care. I understand me well. I'm not saying you don't care. I said it looks like you don't care. And so many times I watch you play and I'm like, does he feel pressure? Does it look like you don't? So, and and I know too that you do have pressure, but it seems like at times you cope with it well. And sometimes, maybe not.
No, okay, of course I feel the pressure. Like, the moments when you are on the coach to go in the stadium, when you go in the tunnel, of course you think about the match. You have like, I can't call it pressure, but you feel emotional, and that's normal. And I think it's the best feeling you can have. But before an important match, like when we have an important match, I maybe in the day I try not to think about it. I try to think about other things. I talk on the phone with my mom, with my brother, with my friends. I play PlayStation. I don't really think about the match. And for me, that's my way. The less I think about the match, the better it is. And I start to connect my brain on the match, on the warm up, in the warm up.
Just there.
Yeah, just there. Like, I try to stay by myself in the dressing room because I know that some players, they start concentrating in the dressing room, and maybe me, I listen music, I speak, and can be that maybe I can annoy someone. So I try to stay by myself because that's my way, and probably somebody else have a different way, and I respect it. So I always try to stay by myself in the dressing room before the match because I don't focus on the match,
I used to be the same in all fairness. I used to be able to sometimes dance, laugh, joke in a dressing room. My thing was when the ref blew the whistle. When the ref blew the whistle, it's on.
Wow. And there are some players that if they do this, they're gonna play very bad.
Yeah, but everyone have their own way of getting ready, of preparing yourself. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
What did you want to ask me?
I wanted to ask you, what was you thinking when you scored against Real Madrid? What was you thinking? Why did you go by yourself alone against the defense of Real Madrid? Every other striker would pass the ball. That was crazy, seriously. I was watching the game, and when you had the ball, when you was playing, I loved the way you was playing, and but that
Thank
time I
you.
remember I have this flash that I was like, pass the ball, because in my head you play against Real Madrid, you don't want to go by yourself, and then you go 1-2, bam, bam, goal. I was like, wow.
Okay, so I'll give you a little story. So I had a coach called his name is Joaquim Francisco Filho. When I was in Clairefontaine, and I remember when I was young, very young, I never used to give the ball to anybody. I just wanted to go and score goals alone. And so one day he gave me a ball, put me on the other side of the field, and he put the rest of the whole squad on the other side. And he said, since you don't like to pass the ball, now try to pass the ball. So I did it once and I couldn't. And then he made me do it twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8, 9, 10. I was tired. So he wanted to make me understand that you need to pass the ball. But at the same time, like he knew I could take people on. And one day I nearly scored. I swear, one day I nearly scored and I missed. I'm still thinking about it. I'm still mad about it. But that was my thing. I used to like a challenge. And if you remember the game, I was playing as a lone striker. We were playing 4-5-1. And you have to help your team when your team cannot help you. Because as you said, we were playing against Real Madrid. And so I knew I was going to have less help that I used to have. And so any chance, they let me control the ball and turn. My thing is, you let me see the net. If you let me see the net, then it's a wrap. I'm not saying I'm going to score all the time, understand me well, but if you let me see the net, then I can see the path to go to the net. It's as simple as that.
But that goal was unbelievable, to be honest. Wow.
Well, that was a long time ago, man. If I try to do that, I'll pull my hamstring going up the stairs of the stadium. Forget about it. Hey, listen, if I ask you a top... No, if you do a five-a-side, who would you have in your team?
The complete team?
No. Five-a-side.
Okay, 5. Pirlo for sure.
Wow.
Pirlo, I can't. That's simple. Yeah, you have to play with Pirlo. You know, Pirlo guarantee you 10 goals a year, no? So that's okay.
Pirlo?
But wait, players now or in the history?
Whatever you want.
Wow. It's only 5?
Yeah, why? If you want to make a starting 11? Okay, goalkeeper. It's hard, huh?
Yes, it's hard.
Yeah, you played with a lot of good players.
For what I experienced, I'm not obviously saying who is the best in the world. I'm just saying for my experience.
No, for what you like also.
Okay. I put Julio Cesar.
Okay, Julio Cesar.
For those years in Inter, it was for me the best.
Okay,
So,
right back.
Right back. Whew. I have no idea. Right back. Maicon.
Left back.
Then, left back, Maxwell.
Ooh. Maxwell is clean.
Maxwell, his technique is
clean.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Center backs.
Center backs. What we playing? 4-4-2?
Up to you, 4-4-2, 4-1-2-3. However, this is your tactic. You choose.
I told you I'm not good in tactic. Huh? Wait.
Okay, so 2 center backs. Let's go. 4 at the back.
2 center back. Okay. I put Cannavaro and Nesta. Cannavaro and Nesta.
That's not bad. Okay. So what do we play? 4-4-2?
4-4-2.
Okay. Holding midfielders.
Okay. Pirlo. In front of the defense.
Okay.
Then I put that one. There's no.
So you're gonna play. You're gonna play in the diamond.
Yeah, diamond for sure.
Okay, let's go.
Pirlo. I'm thinking Yaya Touré.
Where? Yeah. On the left of the diamond or the right?
Same. Or left or right.
Okay. Pirlo.
Yaya can do all. So there's no problem. I put
Yaya, Pirlo, yeah.
And Gerrard. So Yaya on the right and Gerrard on the left, or Gerrard on the right.
Or vice versa, yeah.
On the left.
And who at the top of the diamond?
Cassano.
Oh yes, I forgot about Antonio. Woo!
Antonio is unbelievable.
Antonio. The other day I was with Olivier Dacour.
Yeah.
And I asked him about Antonio Cassano when Olivier was playing in Roma. I thought that player was outstanding. I always liked him.
The way he was giving you the ball is just unbelievable. He knew how to give you the ball. He knew where he was, and he knew where you gonna be. So
It was
another level.
It was amazing. And up front,
Ronaldo, the Brazilian, for sure.
the original.
The original. And Messi.
Ooh, that's lethal.
There's a good team, I think.
Oh, that's lethal. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's a good team. I can never listen. Whenever people ask me, I can never do it.
The team, but to be honest, I left so many people that I could put in the team.
I can never do it.
Even yourself, I left you.
No, man, come on. I'm just saying, it's just.
Me, I used to love the way you play. So everybody, fucking hell, you was unbelievable when you play. You was a phenomenal. I left you. I left Cristiano Ronaldo. I left people like, I don't know, Maldini, Van Basten, Maradona. So of course,
Too much.
It's impossible to make a team properly.
What is for you a complete striker? I mean, what is essential for a striker to have, like, to be able to perform? What do you like in a striker, basically?
I like speed.
Okay.
I like how do you say rapidity, no?
Quickness. Yeah, quickness.
And I like technique. I love technique. So a striker has to have technique and quickness, but especially he has to have, I think, and this is something that is not easy to learn, is quickness of the think. So you have to think quick, yes, and that's something that you have or probably you don't have. You know, you can maybe improve, but you can't learn. That's what I think. You know, there are some players that think, and there are some players that are like Papa, and they know what to do.
Listen, I played with a guy that wasn't quick, didn't have quick feet, but he had a quick mind.
Who's this?
David Trezeguet.
He wasn't quick?
No, David Trezeguet wasn't quick.
The way he finished, you have to be quick.
No, but I'm saying he didn't have quick feet, meaning,
he wasn't.
He didn't have quick feet. But he was so quick here, which is the most important thing in the game. You need to think. Because at the end of the day, like I always say, you touch the ball, if you accumulate the time of you touch the ball, you touch the ball maybe a minute and a half. So the rest of the time, what you do in the game, you think. That's all you do. You think. You don't touch the ball a lot in the game.
No.
Hardly ever. Absolutely. Especially us, strikers. We don't touch it a lot.
Yeah.
So you need to think. David was just so ahead of all the strikers that I've seen in terms of quickness. But for me, the most important thing for a striker, for me, that's only me talking, you need to be able to score alone, give assist, and come and play in midfield. Those are the type of strikers I like.
There are not a lot of them.
That's what I said to you, because when your team cannot feed you, when your team cannot give you the ball, what do? Can you come in midfield, take the ball, go on the wing, dribble past people and cross? Can you feed people? Can you give a goal? Not the typical. Can you come in midfield and make your team play?
Me, yes.
No, not you. I'm saying the type. No, I know you do.
But you know, not me. Yes. But you know why? Because
like,
when I don't touch the ball, I go back. That's how
I
play.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't play 15 minutes without touching the ball. I go crazy.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, but you need to be efficient with it when you go in midfield.
True.
I'm not saying you're not. I'm not saying you're not. I'm saying those are the type of strikers that I like to watch.
Yeah. No, it's true, because many times I went back to receive the ball and try to play, But I realized that many times I came back, but I wasn't efficient. So I just do the thing that somebody else could do there, you know.
Exactly.
It's not easy to go back and be efficient for a striker.
Exactly. That's not easy. For me, if you come and get the ball in midfield, you need to make something happen. Because if you come in midfield, you touch it 5 times and you put it on the side, you know, let the midfielder do that.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not easy. Who the striker that you think can do that?
Now,
Yeah.
now it's different. You know why, Mario? Because we live in an era where the striker, you have the wingers sometimes in some teams that score more goals than the number
Me,
9.
I think one player that could do that amazingly, Ronaldinho.
Oh, you mean back? Okay, yeah. No, I
They
know
could come back
now.
and make something that others couldn't do. You know, like Ronaldinho used to go. Okay, he's not a 100% striker, but even when he was playing up front, when he could come back, it was different from the others. He could create something different.
I mean, I said it so many times. I think Mbappe has the quality to do that. To play yeah, Mbappe. He has the quality to play as a number 9 and do that.
Yeah.
The best that I've seen, I said it the other day when I was talking with Romelu Lukaku.
Hazard also.
For me, George Weah.
George, I didn't see him a lot. I saw him, of course, but I don't remember him a lot because
George Weah, and obviously, like I like to call him, the original Ronaldo. Those two guys
Ronaldo is
take the
unbelievable.
ball from anywhere and go to goal. Whether you're in front of them or not, it didn't matter. Power, speed, finishing.
What about Maradona then?
Ooh, no, that's a different story. Because we're talking about strikers. Maradona, for me, it's simple. You know, when you grow up with a player, it's always different. When you grow up as a kid, looking at the player, it's always different. So, my first World Cup as a kid was '86.
And
So therefore,
who was he looking?
oh, Maradona won that alone. You don't remember the World Cup in '86 in Mexico? So for me,
No, I remember, but I wasn't born. I remember.
no, I know.
I watched it again, of course.
Yeah, I'm just saying to you that Maradona is always going to be special for me because I grew up watching him. And my first World Cup that I remember well was '86. So Maradona is always going to be special for me.
No, it was unbelievable.
Oh, it was great.
But to be honest, okay, now I don't want to take credit from him because even for me, he's the best player that ever existed. But that team was good.
No. When I say
they were good players, you know.
Of course, the team was good, but
what he done
every
with
time,
England, that game, he played alone.
no, but the team was very good. You know, when I said that, it's a sort of speech when you say he won it alone. But what I meant is, every time there was something to be done or the difference to be made, he made it.
True. Even the semi-final, nobody speak about the semi-final of this. I think he played with Belgium and he scored twice. And he scored 2 unbelievable goals.
That was a very difficult game. And he scored 1 very good goal against Belgium.
Which one? The one that he dribbled, but it's not easy. It's not easy to...
Not at all. Listen, since it was one of the first guys that I've seen, not you know, I'm talking live, not pace. The way he keep the ball so close to his feet. And the second guy that I've seen doing that like that is Leo Messi. The ball is always, that's why he always passes people, because he can always push it away from you, always.
Let me tell you something. Me, I try to press Cristiano Ronaldo, and I try to press Messi. And I have to be honest, when I run behind Messi, I stopped. It's too fast. And I'm fast, but it's too fast. Like when you run with the ball, I can't see him get like I wasn't catching him. He was getting far, you know. I was like, okay, I stop. You know, there is
He
no point.
runs. He runs. He
And
runs
then the
faster
problem
with the
that
ball.
if you catch him, he stop and you just go.
No, but we're talking about this guy is not normal. I mean, I played with him, and what he does is not. Is just not normal. What he does. It's just not normal.
Nah, Messi is unbelievable. I love to see Messi play. And you know, most of the times you see him going maybe in the middle of the pitch and just play one touch. They give him the ball, he play there, it goes low. Then he receive, pam! It's unbelievable. You can't mark him. It's impossible.
Listen, I have one for you. One of the guy. I'm gonna give you something to watch. So if you go on YouTube and you put the ultimate passing compilation of one of my favorite player ever, Michael Laudrup.
Michael
Michael Laudrup.
Laudrup.
Yes, sir. Go on YouTube, watch the ultimate passing compilation. It's
I
an
will.
hour and 20 something minutes. And then tell me after if you wouldn't have liked to be at the end of its passes. I've never seen a guy passing the ball like him before.
I will say. I don't know him,
Watch
but
it.
I have to watch.
I think it's a shame that people forgot about this guy, about Michael Laudrup. He was, for me, the complete 10/8, you know, because he used to play in a lot of positions. But he was the original fake number 9 with the dream team of Barcelona.
Better than Iniesta.
Well, you know, he's Iniesta's favorite player.
Laudrup. I didn't know, obviously.
Yeah, listen, you have to watch him. I get annoyed when people don't mention him. For me, he was one of, if not, I'm talking about the number 10 that plays for others, not the number 10 that used to score goals. He was one of the best passers I've seen in the game, hands down. Watch it.
I will watch it for sure.
Please be patient. It's kind of long, but watch all his passes, and it's just not normal what he does.
I will watch it. Me, from my experience, I can say Totti, Cassano.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know others. Like, yeah, I don't know. Snyder also is a good passer.
Oh, yeah, especially when you guys had that run. Amazing run. That was amazing from you. Well done.
Which one?
Oh, with Inter.
Oh, wow. That was unbelievable year. And then with Wesley, I played also in Nice with Wesley.
Oh, yeah, true.
He came to Nice one year. He didn't
Oh, yeah, I
play.
forgot
He didn't
that.
play a lot, but he made the one assist to me with in Europa League, Europa League with Lazio. But Wesley is a different level. It was good. No, he played. He came to Nice, and
Yeah, no, but
I
I
remember
forgot.
the
You see?
president called me and said, you know, you're gonna be happy tomorrow in the pitch. Is gonna be in training. It's gonna be an old friend of yours. And me, I was like, who? And then I was all happy, and I went to the training
And
ground.
then
And I
you
said,
say,
Wesley, I said, oh, you are in the wrong address, or what? What are you doing here? I didn't believe
no, it was a special talent. Listen, Mario, I'm not going to take too much of your time, although we have time, right? But I need to go and speak with Prince. So always a pleasure to speak to you.
Pleasure to me.
Be safe.
You need to ask. You need to ask Prince who's the best player he played with, because of course he's gonna say me. But then, listen, me and Prince, we were so good when we played together. I swear, because we
Yeah, I will. Don't worry, I will
watch
ask.
it.
But be safe, man.
You'll
Very
be safe.
important.
You'll be safe too, and your
Oh,
family and everything.
yeah, you too. You too. Very important. And don't ever forget, I'm leading.
Oh my God, really? But we didn't meet afterwards. That's the problem. We
It
met
doesn't
once.
matter. It doesn't matter. What is done is done.
But now you need to explain how you did it, because really, if you say it like this, it looks like we do 1 against 1 and you do the Mac to me.
No, you started the make,
You were
trying
so
to make.
far. You were so far.
I know. I know, but hey, I'm sorry. I'm still leading. Mario, listen. Have a good one. Be safe. See you soon, yeah?
You have a good evening. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Allez, on va chercher. Kevin, if you hear me, I'm here. Waiting for you. Waiting for you. Are you there? Wait. Ah, yes. Yes, is.
Yo,
Ha!
what's up?
You okay?
Yeah, well, you speak too much, my friend.
No,
I
it's
watched,
Mario.
I watched
You
everything.
nearly fall asleep.
I watched everything. No, it was like some good stuff, man.
Listen, first and foremost, how are you? That's the most important thing. You okay?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. We're
No, but
trying
that's
to
very
do the
important,
best.
What you
Yeah,
say?
I know. We're trying to do the best. You're home 24 hours, but I'm good. I'm good. How are you? All good?
I'm good. I'm good. How is your family also? Family
Yeah,
good?
good, good. Yeah, they already
No,
knocked
that's
on the door. They said, "Papa, you coming back?" I said, "No, I have to work."
no. I know the feeling. I'm alone. I'm alone actually in Montreal.
Well,
So
at Montreal, you are.
yeah, because I'm coaching here, and
Yeah, I know. I
when
thought
everything
maybe you
happened,
came back to go home or something. But that's your
no,
normal.
because I didn't want to get stuck in England just in case they were closing the borders. Then they were
Yeah,
closing the borders, but then I had to stay here because let's say the league starts again and the coach is not here.
of
And then
course.
if I come back, you have to go in quarantine for 2 weeks. So I'm like, I might as well stay here. You never know what can
Of
happen.
course, of course, of course. It's hard.
How do
No,
you
alone.
occupy yourself?
Ah, bro, I do whatever you do. You train a little bit and I do stupid stuff. I joke around, I try. There's some days where I go crazy, where I don't want to talk to no one. I think everybody the same. Like there are days where
Yeah.
you're like positive and there are other days like when it's gonna stop. It's not
Do you
easy.
do
It's like
you like I said to Mario? Do you are you trying to learn something new? For example, you said he didn't like to cook or whatever. Do you try to cook or read or learn a new language? I know you're speaking a lot of different language. I know that for a fact. But it's always good sometimes also to have a bit of time for yourself. Not too
of
much.
course. No,
Not
no,
too
of
much,
course.
but
I think of every negative, there's something positive. You have a lot of time to think about important stuff. I know how to cook already, so I'm lucky.
that's good.
Yeah, but I'm happy even. I have a bit of luxury that everybody can cook in the house, so they all cook, so I don't have to cook. I'm learning Turkish. I used to speak very good.
Really?
Yeah, I used to speak already very good because I grew up with a lot of Turks, but I need to bring it back, so I'm learning the language. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm writing music. I love music.
Really?
Yeah,
What type?
soul, R&B, hip hop. I do everything. I'm
Nah,
writing. Yeah.
I remember when you won the title in Italy. I mean, everyone does remember what you did. That was amazing, man. I was like, because someone sent me the video, right? And I was like, what? And then I was like, wow.
It was a funny story, man, because like 2 months before we won the league,
Yeah.
I had an interview with Gazzetta dello Sport, the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the,
yeah.
the Bible of football. It's called the Bible of football. So they asked Thiago Silva, the defender, you remember? They asked him like, who's the funniest guy in the dressing room? And he's like Prince Boateng because he always sing and dance. So in my interview, they asked like, you always dance the moonwalk. If you win the league, would you do the moonwalk? I say, yeah, of course. It's like 2 months. You never know you're
Yeah,
gonna win the
whatever.
league. So the day comes, we win the moonwalk. We do the celebration. So the marketing boss comes to me and say, look at the program. And I say on the top, I say Prince Boateng moonwalk, 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And I was like, what? And I was like, what you mean 5 minutes? He said, yeah, we build the stage. You get the jacket, you get the glove. I say, you crazy? Because in my mind was just, I'm going to go in front of the
Yeah,
fans
you're
and
gonna
do the
moonwalk.
little moonwalk on the field. That's it. So he's like, no, 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 we're going to make it big. I say, you are crazy. And I was lucky I didn't play because I was suspended. So I had 90 minutes to think about
Oh,
how to
so you were
perform.
fresh.
Yeah, but it was still like 90 minutes in this when you have a pressure is nothing, you know. So
No,
I,
I
I
know.
I had like 90 minutes to prepare, and then this funny thing came out. Yeah, it was fun.
Listen, I always, whenever I see you play, you always, well, you have your character, right? I can see, but you like to play with a smile. You always look happy. But for some reason, I'm not having a go at all the club that you played for, but when you were in Spain, no, but when you were in Spain, I saw you really happy.
Yeah. You
Really,
know
I don't
what?
know why. Maybe I'm mistaken. When you went, if I'm not mistaken, Las Palmas, right?
Las
When
Palmas,
you
yeah.
went there, I saw you really, really happy. Like you were really happy there.
You know why? I tell you honestly, because I was in a point in my career where my character or my body, like it was all on a point where it was all in question. You know, everybody questioned me. They were like, is he still good enough? Is he crazy? Because we hear a lot of stories, we see a lot of things, you
Yeah.
know? So I came there without like, without a target. I just said like, I want to play football, man. Just want to enjoy the game again because, as older you get, football becomes work.
Yeah.
We lose the love a little bit, you know? So I came there, the money wasn't great. I never heard about the place before, to be honest. My agent called me and said, we have Las Palmas. And I said, where's Las Palmas? In Gran Canaria. I said, wow. I said, I go to holidays or I play football. So I just came there and I said, listen, I'm going to show everybody who I am. Like, come on, you know?
No,
So it
but that
was
was
great.
good. That was good because for some reason I saw a change. Not. I'm not saying that I don't. Me, same thing. People used to kill me because I was moody or whatever. I didn't care about it. But I saw a change and I was like, oh, he looks happy there. He looks
Yeah.
really happy. What about Barca?
Oh, amazing.
Ah, ah.
No, amazing. Yeah, what do you have to say? You've been there, you know how it is, man. It's like to come in my age, I was 32, coming to this big stage one more time again, just to be there was like crazy. When you realize when I signed, they gave me the key of the car straight. On the key was written my name, Prince. I didn't have that for like a long time. Then you do taking the pictures, press conference. I was like, okay, I'm back on the big stage now. Yeah. For
That's for
me,
sure.
personal was unbelievable. Football wise, it was really difficult because you have this World Cup
Yeah,
again
man.
in front of
Hey,
you.
listen. You listen. It's a
It's
special
not easy,
place.
bro.
When you enter the stadium and you have Mesque on Club,
Yeah.
I always remember when I first arrived there, I was like, okay, Mesque on Club. Like, I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, and then once you're inside
Yeah.
and you start to understand what this club is all about,
Exactly.
it's crazy. Don't get me
Exactly.
wrong, huh? I'm an
No,
Arsenal fan.
I
You know
know,
I'm
I
an
know,
Arsenal
I
fan.
know.
But
But it's
you have
it's
to
a
respect
different
a club like
level.
Barcelona. It's
It's a
outstanding.
big level. I remember like even me, I didn't play a lot. I walked on the street, and people went nuts. They're like, this is a Barcelona player, and still today, people still say like he played in Barcelona. And I take that. No one can take that from me. I don't care if I play only four
Oh,
games, 4 games, 5 games. I don't care, bro. I played starting 11 in Camp Nou. I don't care. It's really my agenda. Like I'm there.
that's funny. Hey, I hear that you're a sneakerhead.
Yeah, man.
You like your sneakers?
Yeah, too much, man. Too much. No, it's too much. And the problem is I have different houses everywhere. Like I
So
live
they're
in
all everywhere.
Milano. I live in Milano. My base is Milano. I have my house in Berlin. I have a house now in Florence because I used to play there. Now I'm on loan in Besiktas. So I have
Yeah.
shoes. I have shoes everywhere.
I'm the same man. What do you have on now?
Now look, slippers.
I'm here.
Support Puma. Ah yes. Oh, they're nice. I saw them. Just a shout out to Puma. I want them as well. Come on.
Ellie Hansen. Yes, sir, man. I'm bad. I'm really
You
bad.
you have guys, Puma, please. He's an ex-player. He's not playing anymore. Send me the shoes.
But wait, actually, I'm on the bench now as a coach. I can actually wear them.
It's true.
You see where I go. You see how fast.
Yeah. You're already
You see how
ahead.
quick I am.
I will be there. Don't worry.
You see how quick I am. Listen. So Mario told me that if I asked you who is the best player that you played with, he said you're gonna say him. But really, is it him?
The biggest potential I've ever seen is him.
Okay. And the best player you played with?
You know, people are gonna kill me all the time for this, but to be honest, there are three. But it's even depending on position. It's always hard. You know how it is. You play with a lot of amazing players. The best I played with is Messi. Okay, because it's different. You see him against you, and then it's different. You see him in training what he can do. You know.
I know.
There's another one is Ibrahimovic. He's like on the level, you know, because he's the same. He can play alone. Then you have, like Mario said, a Pirlo. Come on, you cannot. You know, that's why I changed so many things. I played with so many players. It's so difficult. But if you say one who can every game make you win a game, and I played with him, is Messi.
Yeah, I mean, it's also a tough one for me. Okay, I give you the difference. So for me, Messi is, for me, I always joke about that, obviously. But Messi is not human for me. I always said I've seen him doing stuff that are not physically possible. Because, like one day he scored a goal, and I paused and I went, it was a goal against Malaga. I think we won 6-1 at home. I always talked about that goal. He goes inside, and on the same step before he puts his leg down. You will understand that. So, full speed. Okay, full speed. And he stops on his left foot here. So normally you're like this. You have to put your foot back down on the ground. If not, you're going to fall. But when he did this, he touched it again in the air. I was like, if I do that, I'll do my cruciate ligament.
And he does it with one leg.
That's what I'm saying. He went
but his right foot, he never used it. You know, can you imagine?
No, that's what I'm saying.
If you would have two legs, come on. He's a one-legged player.
Also, you know, left-footed players are always more beautiful to watch.
Always.
Why? Because
I know that. It's so
beautiful. No, but why? Because if the ball goes on your left foot, you pass the ball with your left foot.
Yeah.
So the repetition of touching the ball and doing exercises only with one foot makes it go further. Ball comes on my left, I play my left.
Exactly.
They go like this.
They go like this.
To pass it like this. So it looks beautiful. Obviously, you pass it straight, your body stays straight. You pass it with your left foot. Doesn't look as nice.
I always wanted to be a left foot. Always.
It looks beautiful. They look nice.
Like, look, all the left footers. You remember Recoba? Bro.
You remember how you used to strike that ball?
It looks, when I strike it like this, it's the same goal, but it doesn't look the same.
No,
it just looks like I put so much effort in it, you know, and he's just boom.
What about Roberto Carlos?
Oh my God, just leave it. How he controls the ball.
Rivaldo.
He was one of my favorite players when I grew up.
I've never seen. You remember when he used to shoot? His two legs used to go in the air.
Yeah, how?
And I was like, he used to strike the ball and his two. And I'm like,
no.
What are you? No, listen, I've seen so many.
So Leo,
so many great guys, so many. It's just crazy. I just wanted to ask you that because to go back to the question I asked you, for me is very important because I saw you really, 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 really happy there. It's funny actually. I'm talking about obviously, so you're happy in Las Palmas and obviously in Barcelona for the reason that we know. But how was Frank Ribery in Fiorentina?
What a guy!
He can play.
Yeah, what a player! Oh my God! You know, that's what I said. There's so many players.
Frank is good.
Frank is another one. If he has a good day, he plays alone. You know, and he's so strong. You don't know that. To get the ball from him, he has all his strength on his leg. You cannot. He looks small, whatever. He's so strong, and I play against him since 10 years. Like when I was in Hertha. Yeah, and I always played against him with Schalke, with Frankfurt, with Hertha, with Dortmund. You know. And we always had, we were never friends before. We knew each other, what's up, a lot of respect. And now then when he came, and I always knew how he is, because even my brother in Bayern, he always told me like, he's such a good guy, he's fun, he always laughs, he makes jokes. So when he came now to Florence, we were in the hotel, in the same hotel, so we were 24 hours together. And you can just imagine how much we were laughing. And on the field, he's just a leader, even when not talking, you know.
Listen, he's the type of guy that first and foremost will put a good atmosphere in the dressing room.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
That's
He's a winner. That's very important. He will do whatever for you and the team to win. And he likes to share. That's the thing I like the most with him.
Biggest heart ever. Biggest heart I've seen in football. Biggest heart.
He likes to share, and that's contagious.
Yeah.
You know, is apart from obviously being a great player, and as you said, you know, when he waits for you to come and he puts his leg, and you think that you're gonna move him.
Get in the gym right now. I always say that.
You're not moving him.
He's like, boop. So
you're not moving him. It's impossible. Listen, why the change? By the way, why the change? Why did you come to us with Puma?
No, because first of all, there's a good story behind. Because Puma wanted me already 2010 at the World Cup in South Africa. They were pressuring because we were sponsored. Ghana was sponsored with Puma.
Yeah.
So they were pressuring, but I still had a contract with this other brand I don't want to say because otherwise they're gonna kill me. So I was like, when I was a kid, young, it was always Nike. You know, even you, like, listen how I remember you.
Why?
Bro, you have no idea what an inspiration you were for my family. Like my older brother, my younger brother, all my friends. You have no idea. I never told you because we never had the chance to talk.
Wow.
You made something. You brought something out in football. Maybe you don't even know, but maybe you know. The socks over the knees. Okay? That's something. And the mercurial vapor. I know Puma is going to hate me now, but that's history, guys. That's a legend. And it could be even the Essex. You had Essex, right?
Essex, no.
Reebok,
I won't say the name.
right.
There.
You even made Reebok look unbelievable. Because I swear.
But, you know, let me tell you something. When I arrived in England, and I had my socks over my knees, whatever, I used to get hammered.
Of course.
Because they used to call me a ballet dancer. Look at him, he thinks he's gonna dance. And I used to have, in England, you know how it is, I used to have gloves with short sleeves.
Yeah.
So they were like, what is it? And I wasn't scoring goals, by the way. I just first arrived. They were like, what is this guy? And then suddenly, like I said, I'm a bit stubborn like that. I was like, no, I always put my socks over my knees. That's not going to change the way I play or what people think. So I kept it, you know, and I didn't even think about it.
You made the story of football. I tell you made with this style, you made the story of football. Maybe you don't realize, my son, he's 6 years old. My other son, who's going to be 12, that's what they do. Because they see it from me, they see it, but you were the first, you know, you were the first.
Well,
you put the socks
technically, I'll tell you, the first one, because I took it from someone.
Okay.
Sonny Anderson.
Okay.
Was the player when he arrived playing from Servette de Genève to Marseille.
Yeah.
First game on TV, he had these socks over his knee. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah.
And then he came to Monaco. So I was playing as a youngster in Monaco. So I kept the style. And I couldn't change it
because he was not so big like you know. Because
no, I know what you mean, but it's I still, you know, it's still him, the first I saw,
of course,
and then maybe because, as you know, when you play in the Premier League, it goes places. You know, when you play in the Premier League, it's the Premier League.
That's what I mean. That was a moment what I will always remember. And then this was like the time where they wanted me, Puma, already, to come back to the discussion. So was it like a year ago or something? They contact me again, we sit down, and we had the same language. So it was quick. we said, oh, I like this. Yeah, Puma, yeah, let's work together. And we wanted to work on the racism thing, you know. So we
Oh
wanted to
yeah,
do
for sure.
we
Yeah,
want
yeah,
to do
yeah,
something big, not only sports. Yeah.
yeah. I wanted to ask you something. I've seen some funny videos with you and the family. With you and the family. No, it's good. You know, I'm not that active on Instagram, you know, but I kind of look, and you guys, I have to say, you guys are making me laugh.
Yeah, we try to have fun, you know, because how I told you, there are moments where you're like, oh my God, it's getting so
Yeah,
long.
yeah,
You just try to, even if I can like have people smile for a minute of the day, I did
yeah.
my
You're
job,
right.
you know. So we can use this social media, 3 million, 4 million people, whatever, to really maybe make a little change, you know. So that's what I'm trying to do. And we always do things like that anyway, so I don't share it, you know.
I have one last one. Maybe it's a touchy subject, and I'm sure you must have said it before so many times. Why Ghana and not Germany?
That's a tricky one.
I
No.
know I
No,
know.
no, but it's simple, you know. If you because if you're if you're like me, like you are, we're all mixed race, you know. We're
Yeah, yeah.
two sides, and when you're young, you don't really know. Even if I was born in Germany, you don't really know who you are. So that's why a lot of like we have all some not problems, but we have questions, you know. We always
Yeah,
think
yeah. You're trying to find yourself out. It's normal.
exactly. So I didn't feel German 100%, and I didn't feel Ghanaian 100%. So then
But
football
you're
came.
mixed anyway. You're both.
Of course, but I know a lot of mixed race people who were born in Germany, they feel German 100%, you know, they're like German. So others, maybe they feel more Nigerian, Ghanaian, Cameroon, whatever. So I always was in the middle, not knowing 100% what I was. Then football came and opened me the door to play for Germany. And I was proud. And I was like, yes, I will play for Germany. I was proud to hear the national anthem, whatever. So as I got older and I kept my brain the way I was, I always say what I think, and I always want to prove my point, whatever. It was not so welcome, you know.
Mm.
Let's put it like that, because I always said no, but it's like this, and the coach said no, it's like this, and the coach, of course, he's right, but I want to prove my point.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
there came a point where I thought, okay, maybe I will not make it to the number one team, you know, to be the national player of Germany, because it doesn't have to do any more with qualities.
Yeah,
Because
no, I get it.
my character doesn't fit, so I choose to play for Ghana. And tell you honestly, it was like one of the best decisions I did in my career, because to go home to see your roots, to see different culture, you know, have the chance to play 2 World Cups, like it gave me a lot.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
That
gave
is
me a lot.
amazing.
Yesterday I
That,
saw on Sky France against Italy was
the 2006,
no, was a Euro,
98 World Cup.
no, it was European champion, I think.
Oh, 2000, the
Yeah,
final,
exactly. What a team, France. Oh my God.
and Italy.
Yeah, but
Both teams.
your team was like cheat code on FIFA, bro. Your team was cheat code. You had Thuram, you had Laurent Blanc,
Everybody,
Vieira.
everybody.
What a team. I saw the game because now they show all the old games.
Yeah, no, everybody. Listen, it was great. Yeah, I had the chance and obviously worked ever so hard to be able to be part of that team. But you need to be
Zizou.
also lucky to be in a good generation, you know?
Yeah. Zizou, you had
Because
Zizou as
if it's
well.
not a good generation, it's a tough one. And we
Yeah.
were all good players that arrived together almost in their prime.
Yeah.
And so the mix was
Oh, was
was
Zizou,
was just
Lizarazu. Oh, what a player,
no,
Lizarazu.
forget about it. Zizou, Lizarazu, Deschamps, Pat
Deschamps.
Vieira, then Makelele arrived after.
Vieira in Arsenal
Then
was one of my favorite players. Vieira.
listen, Patrick Vieira, I'm gonna tell you one thing.
Oh,
I first and foremost, the amount of time that player, he won't say it, I will say it. He couldn't walk.
yeah.
No joke. He couldn't walk. I'm looking at his knee. His knee looked like my head, and I have a big head. So just imagine how his knee must have looked like.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him and I'm like, you going to play? And he looked at me, it's like, of course I'm going to play. I'm like, Then the ref blow the whistle
Beast
and
mode.
he's everywhere. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, every single game. And Patrick is the only player that I know that when the game is too easy, he doesn't want to play.
Yeah.
Normally, you know, guys, when the game you 1-0 up, 2-0 up, you start to
Yeah.
showboat, you come to the ball, you give me the ball.
You do
But
a little bit.
Patrick wanted to play properly when we were losing, battle, 1-0. When the game became too easy, he lost his mind. He lost his concentration. He's the only player. I played with a lot of holding midfielders.
Yeah.
He's the only player that I think that could have played alone in midfield.
Yeah. He's a beast.
And he could defend and attack.
His long legs, when he pushed the
With
ball,
style, dribble,
everything.
goal,
You couldn't
technique.
stop it. His long
No,
legs, he
Patrick,
just walked on top of you.
Patrick was just, for me, you know, we use the word animal a lot.
Yeah.
He was an animal. Technique, power. You want to fight, he's there. You want to play, he's there. You know,
complete.
Whatever you want, he was there. He was, listen, he was just amazing. But we had a good generation. Listen, we had a good generation.
Yeah.
We also learned a lot when we went abroad.
Yeah.
Because that's where the mix was good, because we were all obviously grew up in the French academy.
And then everybody left.
That
Brought their experience in the team.
Exactly. The French academy, the way they teach you how to play is one of the best in the world for me. I will be biased, but when you look at every year, you always have like 4, 5, 6 players that are coming from France, and you're like, wow, how? All the time.
Crazy.
But when we went abroad, that added in the mix of what we became, that generation.
You know why?
So, yeah.
You know why even? I tell you, because there are a lot of like street players.
Oh yeah, no, but that goes without saying.
Yeah, but that France, they're like the real street players. When I look back in the day, real street. When I played with the national team under 15, under 16 with Germany against France, bro, come on, they were street players. They learned the tactics. They learned a little bit to defend and do all this. They were street players, and that's where you go abroad. You get the tactics, you get the experience, and you bring that all back to the national team. Look all of them now.
Listen, there is something. It's true. If you're from, especially, I'm going to be biased because I'm from the suburb of Paris.
Yeah.
And when you look at the players that came out of the suburb of Paris, you will freak out.
Yeah.
Because in a suburb of Paris, there is that it's a bit everywhere, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But in the suburb of Paris, you get it a bit extra, the street game.
Of course.
With being vicious, being dirty a bit, technical, you get kicked, you can't talk.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because even you play with 15. I was 15. I played against 38-year-old. You know, you
can't talk.
Exactly.
You cry or you talk, you don't play the day after.
Go home, man.
You're 13. You step on that field. Everybody have the same rules. Exactly. You're gonna get kicked. You're gonna get whatever, and it is where it is. And that, I would say, will form you. This is something that is a bit lost a bit now. It's coming back with a 5-a-side and
I always say that.
And all those tournaments. But I'm talking about your neighborhood against my neighborhood.
Exactly.
Just for a pizza, or that's what it was. Or tomorrow you bring the water. That's all it was. Tomorrow you bring the water.
Bring the water, yeah.
Just to bring the water. Oh no, okay.
Yeah. So you give everything.
Listen. I always say, I grew up like that. It is what it is. People laugh when I say that. But if I play against my dad, if I play a game against my dad, if I have to elbow him in the face, I will elbow him in the face.
Of course.
Then I will bring him to the hospital and be sorry. But as long as you're on the other team,
of course,
and I want to win that pizza, oh, it's on.
Yeah. Same with me when I played against Jerome, bro. I don't care. They ask me always like, is it special? Of course it's special. We play on the best level in the world of football. But if I have to like tackle him or elbow him, whatever, I will have to do it. He's my opponent. Afterwards, we shake hands, we hug, it's finished. But in the game, he cannot be my brother, you know? Of course, it's normal.
Nah,
But
it is what it is.
he was always in the bigger team, so he always won. You know, I was always like,
No. Oh yeah, true, true.
yeah, he was with Germany, Bayern Munich all the time. You know,
No,
always.
I know, I
He
know. That
came to
must
me
not.
after the game, oh brother, hug me. I say, leave me alone, man, go away.
Yeah, of course, you're not supposed to be happy.
Yeah, you always
We'll
win.
talk.
Go away.
We'll talk later. Nah, you're right. Listen, I'm gonna let you go back to the family.
Bro,
You
thank
see,
you
you
very
spoke a
much.
lot.
No, not so much, bro. Come on.
Nah, thank you for that, man. Thank you for the honest answers. I know the one about Ghana wasn't an easy one, but thank you for sharing this time with me. Be safe and your family too, man.
Thank you, you too, brother. And if you need a
Thank you.
number 10 in Montreal, just give me a call.
Hey,
Ah, no,
wait!
I'm joking.
Don't get me in trouble.
Okay. Bro, talk soon.
See you.
Bye,
Appreciate it. Bye bye.
bye, bro.